Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Klis's Mic Drop. How about this? Broncos training camp edition. We're finally here. Vacation is over. All the Broncos reported this week. Saw Courtland Sutton walk by the way. And so Courtland, even though doesn't have his contract extension finished, he has reported. We'll see how that shakes out during the week, but good to see Courtland. That he doesn't. I don't think Courtland wants to interrupt what the Broncos have going here. You think about this guy was drafted in 2018 as a second-round draft pick, and it was one losing season after another. They finally break through last year. They got a good thing going with Bo Nix, Sean Payton, a good offense. They got a running game now. Evan Ingram to help with the passes over the middle. And so I think Courtland Sutton wants to keep this momentum going and not be too much of a distraction here. We're right outside the Pat Bowlen Fieldhouse where the Broncos practice in inclement weather, but it's going to be a hot one and has been a hot one so far in training camp. So far in training camp, as it begins, there's three big things that I'm looking for. One is the running back rotation. I mean, we never really saw J.K. Dobbins. He signed with 2 days left to go in minicamp it was, and never got on the practice field. He stretched a little bit with the team. And R.J. Harvey, the second-round rookie, he's signed now. Both those two guys are going to split reps, but will Dobbins have the 1A reps and Harvey the 1B? I think that's how it's going to be, especially early in the season. And then at number 3, a couple of running backs that we're used to seeing, Jaleel McLaughlin battling for the number 3 spot with Audric Estime. That's going to be a heck of a roster spot battle for the Broncos. I think both of them will make it, but only one of those guys will dress on Sunday. Second thing, of course, is Bo Nix. What we saw in OTAs, what we saw in minicamp, is that he is so much more assured of himself. Taking charge, feels more comfortable taking charge, and throwing the ball well. And the final thing, probably the most daunting issue, is the health of the inside linebackers. Alex Singleton, Dre Greenlaw, two good ones when they're healthy, but they weren't healthy last year. So how will they be not only recovering from injury and getting back on the field, they're going to be able to do that, but will they be the same type of player? We'll also be talking our Broncos Minute segment that we've had throughout the offseason will be with Q Robinson, the Broncos' 4th-round linebacker out of Alabama. Primarily a special teamer, I think, was the reason for that draft pick. An excellent special teamer, a guy that big who can run like him. That's someone that Darren Rizzi, the Broncos' new special teams coordinator, he talked about, you got to have that type of guy on your special teams unit. Also, to open up camp, Pat Surtain and Mike McGlinchey both talked to the media. They each talked about the heightened expectations that this team has in 2025. Remember last year, the over and under was 5.5 wins. And a lot of these roster blog sites said they had the second worst roster in the NFL. All those things were wrong. They won 10. They got to the playoffs. They didn't win a playoff game. This year, I think the expectations are to do a little better. A little better than last year is 11 wins, maybe 12, and to win a playoff game. I think that's the key. The team inside the building that's about to be demolished after this season, they have no limitations that they have put upon themselves. They're going to go to work each day. Mike McGlinchey talked about that, how they haven't even practiced yet, and people are already telling them where they're going to wind up. So let's listen to, real quick, what Pat Surtain and Mike McGlinchey had to say about the upcoming season.
Well, I mean, we haven't even practiced yet. Yeah, but certainly we feel like we could be, but we got to put in the work day in and day out. And, we're obviously very, very excited about what we have here. Everybody feels a little bit more comfortable with the experience we gained last year and the year that we had, and knowing that that's still not good enough. And so we're really excited for the opportunity to come into work and earn a chance to be at the top of the NFL, and that's what we're going to try to do.
I mean, you want to set expectations pretty high, but, you can't let that, allow yourself to unwaver from the fact that, we still got a lot of goals to accomplish as a team. We're just going to take it day by day in training camp and just keep on sharpening iron, sharpening our toolbox, and just keep on getting better. We know in the playoffs last year we didn't get the result that we wanted. And, that just adds another chip on our shoulder going in towards this year. And, we got the right team to do so.
One of the rookies who flashed during OTAs in the mini camp was 4th-round draft pick Q Robinson. He got in there quite a bit. He's an outside linebacker. He might be the 5th edge rusher on this team. I think he'll dress on Sunday because of special teams. And then if someone goes down, twists an ankle or something, he can fill in to rush the quarterback. But special teams is really what this guy's about. He's from Birmingham, Alabama, and he wound up playing for his home state school. That home state school was a tough one. It was tough to get playing time. Let's listen to our conversation with Q Robinson.
The Denver Broncos select Q Robinson.
I appreciate y'all, man. It means a lot.
First of all, I hear that your mom raised you with tough love. I read that article.
Yeah, for sure.
So what did she think about you being drafted by the Broncos?
It was a surreal moment for her, only because I grew up a hard-headed kid,
Yeah.
and just discipline came a little difficult for my mom, and just to see her, bloom into this kind-hearted, tall, handsome, guy, what I'm saying, and it was a beautiful thing for her, what I'm saying. It was very emotional.
Your favorite meal?
Got to be pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
What's on it?
Pepperoni, bacon, pineapples.
Okay. Oh, what are you eating the day of a game then? I hope it's not pizza.
Shoot, man, it was an early game. I want to get some breakfast. Okay. If I cook, it's going to be like some eggs, bacon, and probably some waffles or pancakes. But if I'm not cooking, it'd probably be like McDonald's breakfast or something.
An hour before the game, you got the music going. What's in your headset? What kind of music?
I listen to a little bit of everything. Right now on my playlist, it got Summer Walker, Brent Faiyaz, Luke Combs, Chris Stapleton. I got some Aerosmith in there.
Country.
I got some Metallica. I got
Metallica. I can see before a game.
Yeah, for sure. But Chris, I got some Keith Urban. I got literally everything in there, dog.
Okay. If you weren't playing football, what would you be pursuing?
I'll probably be like a teacher, a primary school teacher. I love teaching, and I love kids, man. I just feel like I really connect well with them. I have enough patience for it, and I just really like impacting the youth.
Tell the fans that are watching right now what's something unique about you as a person and a player.
Something that's unique about me is probably my music taste, if y'all didn't hear that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I listen to music. I listen to everything. Something unique about me on the football field is, man, it's just, I'm flexible for a tall guy, I guess.
Well, everyone I've talked to is really high on the Broncos for 2025. And you wonder about that sometimes. Was last year fool's gold? Let me, a couple reasons to be cautiously optimistic. Last year they played the NFC South. They won all 4 games against that weak division, winning by an average of over 20 points a game. They don't play the NFC South this year. They play the NFC East. Washington Commanders, Dallas Cowboys should be improved. Giants aren't much of a team, and the Broncos have them at home, but you never know with that NFC East style. And of course the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, the Broncos play them on their way to London and then come home without a bye week after London. So, and then they play the Giants, I do believe. So it's going to be a tough gauntlet for the Broncos, especially early after the first 2 games. They have to start 2-0, home against Tennessee, at Indianapolis, because then you've got the Chargers on the road, you've got the Bengals at home, and the Eagles in Philadelphia. That's going to be a tough 3-game stretch before they go to London. Still, I think it's reasonably to put 11-6 expectations on the Broncos. I've been holding back. Some people have been going crazy with 13-4, 12-5, Super Bowl, getting to the Super Bowl. One reason why I'm not going there. they still have to eat, and they still did eat, $32 million of Russell Wilson's contract in dead money this year. So that's $32 million that they weren't able to spend on the type of players they got. They tried to go a little bit of value. Hufanga, a great pick if he's healthy, but he's been hurt. Evan Ingram, great value at $11.5 million a year if he's healthy. But last year, he missed the second half of last year with the shoulder. He's getting up there. Dre Greenlaw, he's been hurt the last couple of years. Very good player if he's healthy. So they're taking some chances here. And that's, I think, part of that is a function of they had to eat $32 million. So the team that they really want, I think, is still a year away. And that's why I'm saying win a playoff game this year, and it'll be a good year for the Broncos. Sean Payton going into his third year, and that's the guy I'm talking about. He likes a specific type of player, and he's put this thing together. I think he's deserves most of the credit for this turnaround, and he's going to be with Bo Nix a second year. And that's the other key here. Bo Nix going into his second year. Defenses will adjust to him, but Bo will also have a lot more supreme confidence going into year 3. So that's it for KUSA's Mic Drop, the training camp edition. Come on out. Only 800 people can come out at a time this year versus the 3,000 plus of past years. The place is under construction. Next year will be back to normal. It won't be back to normal. We'll have everything flip-flopped here in a brand new state-of-the-art building. Should be a lot of fun. You got to pay a little dues this year in order to get the gain next year. But Broncos in 2025, it is underway, and we'll be talking to you throughout the week and on 9news.com. Thanks for paying attention, everyone.